It's all up there watching the show. That's always to get to watch more Armouries stuff.
She tells that lady tells the players to sit down.
Just waiting for things to get kickoff.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, you don't get their autographs.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Royal Armouries here in Leeds! Good, gentle folk, my name is India.
And my name's Keith, and between us we will act as your guides and heralds for the joust today.
And what you're about to witness is a unique spectacle of history, theatre and pageantry in the UK, which is the heart and home of jousting. After all, the Royal Armouries has been staging tournaments for over 500 years.
Admittedly, with a bit of a gap between the reigns of King James I and Queen Elizabeth II.
But you are also about to take part in a very real and very dangerous sporting event, undertaken by some of the most skilled and experienced practitioners in the country. They are risking life and limb, but as inspiring as their example undoubtedly is, please don't try it.
So for your own safety, please don't be tempted to cross the fence between the seats and the arena, because the arena will be shortly full of thundering hooves and flashing swords and sharp pointy lances and all that good stuff.
No less obviously, please don't sit on the back wall. You might think you're going to get a better view, but I can tell you there is a very, very long drop on the other side.
Now if it rains, and it might, if it rains, please tough it out in the stands and don't take shelter under the central canopy. For one thing, there's too many of you, and for another thing, you'll be blocking our fire exits.
If there is a fire, the fire exit is below the canopy.
And in the unlikely event there's a fire while it's raining, we'll all be very conflicted.
Now, with all the splintering lances, it does occasionally happen that a bit of lance might come over the fence. Please don't try to catch them. Do, however, feel free to take photos and videos, and you can flash or otherwise, and you can tag them to us or tweet them to us at Royal Armouries using the hashtag #RATournament.
And finally, can all the responsible adults, and I'm sure there must be a few of you out there in the audience, make sure the younger ones understand the safety precautions we've just talked about.
Now, we can't emphasise enough that this is a real competition, one that our elite and international competitors take very, very seriously. Now, as we will be helping to steer your way through the competition, my job is to keep the score and do the maths. However, the unenviable task of judging everything else about the competition falls to neither me nor Keith, but rather a veteran jouster whose knowledge and first-hand experience amply qualifies him to do the job and who is respected by the competitors. So please welcome welcome to the tilt yard our very own jousting champion and the winner of 4 contests in England and 1 in Australia, Andy Dean, officiating today as Knight Marshal.
So welcome onto the field for Andy. He's flanked by Mr. Jonathan Brown as our Knight of Mercy and our mounted squire, Mr. Matt Cooper. And both these men are regular riders and former jousters at the museum and will assist Andy and the jousters in keeping the event running smoothly.
Good gentlefolk, the Royal Armouries August Bank Holiday Tournament features some of the most coveted prizes in the jousting world today. Teams from Australia and England have beaten a path to our door for the chance to compete across the bank holiday weekend as individuals for the Champions Collar and as national teams for the Smashes Trophy, created in 2019 from the embers of lances from both England and Australia. The inaugural 2019 contest was held in Melbourne, Australia, and this weekend is the first time that England has hosted the contest. But because courage, strength and skill are not enough to make a knight, there is a prize for courtesy, which runs through the whole competition, whether the knights are on horseback and tilting or not. But before we get to the main jousting competition, our mounted squires and Knight of Mercy will be taking part in a chivalric carousel to get us warmed up. Now, you will observe around the tilt yard, we have various pieces of equipment set up. Now, for various reasons, we will be exploring. Riding at the rings and quintain was a good way to train young squires for the joust. But these medieval courtly sports in their own right, and nothing gave a squire or a knight greater pleasure than throwing up the quintain somewhere in the town square, only to smash it to bits competitively.
So we're going to have our riders run the gauntlet at several challenges. First they will cut at the central cabbage and then attempt to pierce a heart on the end of their swords. From there they'll grab a lance and take a run at the quintain, testing their accuracy and horse skill. Then we'll see them swap weapons again before running at the rings.
Okay, it looks like our riders are ready. The way I'm going to be scoring this is 2 points for a good hit or a carry, 1 point for a soft hit or a dislodge, and 1 point per quintain revolution. Now it looks like our riders are just warming up their horses around the tilt before this upcoming event, getting them used to the sports they're about to undertake. Now it looks like we have Jonathan Brown first. Lovely, a good cut, 2 points. And a good thrust as well. That is another 2 points, 4 points in total for the cut and thrust. Expertly done. Who do we have next? We have Matt Cooper. Do feel free to cheer our riders. Lovely cut there, expertly done. Oh, okay, so I will give 1 point for that thrust, but it did not dislodge. That is only 3 points, meaning Johnny is in the lead currently with 4 points.
Well done, my lord.
Minimize. Now, the next event.
It's going to be running at the ring.
Our knights are just going to be handed their carousel.
I tell a lie. It's the quintain, I beg
It's
your
the
pardon.
quintain.
So the quintain is a special device you can see. It's a T-shaped device with a revolving bar. The idea is you will ride at the target that you can see to the right of the quintain and sock it. It spins round. We give the riders points for every clear spin that it makes.
Now you can help us by counting each time that the quintain revolves, because it's a bit hard for me to see, it's a bit hard for Keith to see from here. So each time you see it revolve, do feel free to call out the numbers. We have Johnny first. One, 2, 3, wow, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, from Jonathan Brown. 10. Will it be 11 and 12? We've got 11, but will we get 12?
Will we?
I don't know. With a little bit of help. What a ground through there. 12! I will give 12. I'm feeling generous.
Well, there you go, Matt. Bar's been set.
Now the record we have is 17, so let's see.
Coming down at a good pace. Nice.
Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I think we're going to get 8, aren't
I
we?
think we are going to get 8.
Yes.
8.
Oh, 8.
Very nicely done from Matt Cooper there. 8.
All right, so finally running at the rings. So along the tilt barrier that separates our jousters when they're in competition, we've hung 3 rings at slightly different heights. The idea will be for the riders to carry as many rings as possible along the shaft of the lance. How are we scoring this?
So, I'm going to give 2 points for a good hit and a dislodge if they carry their rings on their lances. If they hit it and dislodge it, but they don't carry it, it's only 1. And if they just tap it, I'm not going to give them any points at all. A bit of a taskmaster on this one.
You are, aren't you? 2, 4,
And
6.
6. Expertly done by Jonathan Brown.
That was a textbook run at the ring, wasn't it?
No pressure for Matt Cooper, who will be riding next once our rings are placed safely back on the tilt yard.
This is very important training actually for jousting, because in order to take a ring you have to keep your horse tight in to the left against the tilt barrier so you can extend your lance in a straight line and take those rings, and that equates to making a good hit in jousting.
Dislodge, carry, and carry! 5 points in total. Nicely ridden by our Knight of Mercy and Mounted Squire. Well, I'm sure we all agree that was all very exciting. But to be honest, we've just been easing you in gently. Because now, everybody, we come to the joust! Good gentle folk, pray clap your hands together, raise your voices in a cheer and throw your small children into the air and just gently let rip as we welcome the Royal Armouries International Tournament 2023, our jousting teams for England and Australia!
Our Australian team comes on first as they line up. I'm going to tell you a little bit about each one of them. First of all, the captain of the Australian team is Mr. Andrew McKinnon.
Next, we have Clifford Marisma.
Andrew began jousting in 2010 as a member of the Nundy Order of the Star with Philip Leach, Cliff Marisma and Luke Mix. And previously marshalled the Royal Armouries Easter Tournament in 2019, became the first Australian to compete in a solid lance joust in the UK, and he competed at Manning Castle Tournament in that same year.
You can see that Andrew is riding the closest to us. Where he became a rider and trainer of national renown. And last we have Renee.
And Renee grew up around horses and began joust training in 2019 under the guidance of her husband and fellow competitor Cliff Marisma. In that same year, she made her first international joust appearance at the Corrigan Cup in Australia, where she was named champion of the joust.
Now Renee is wearing her helmet, she's in the middle there. Now we have our England team that have just circled round as well. The captain of the England team is Mike Collin. In the middle we have Emma Pern, and at the very far end we have Valentine.
Now Mike, in addition to being a highly experienced jouster, is a member of the British Stunt Register. His 35-year career has taken him from show jumping, dressage, eventing and cross-country to spending many years riding and doubling for actors in film and television.
Emma is in her second year competitive jousting and is pleased to be returning to compete once more at the Royal Armouries. Emma has already honed her skills in several tournaments, so we're excited to see what she can do today.
And Valentin Timur Ketineu, originally from Brăila, Romania, moved to the UK 12 years ago. He's been jousting for 6 years, and his first ever show was at the Royal Armouries in Leeds. He's also competed down south in the International Jousting Tournament at Leeds Castle in Kent.
Okay, the knights for Australia and England are present. The knights will now compete for the Smashes Trophy. The points they win in this heat today will be deciding their ranking in the grand final on Monday, and they will also compete as individuals for the champion's collar.
Now everybody, it was common for medieval knights to fight for an individual rather than just for their own sake, and they would indicate this by wearing a favour. Now this was usually an item of clothing such as a veil or a glove from the chosen person. Now our knights would like to continue this custom, but rather than stealing bits of your clothing, we're going to flip it. And instead our jousters will bestow a favour of their own to the young person who best catches their eye. So come on all you younger ones, would like a jouster's favour, get them to notice you, wave your arms, jump up and down. So shall we have the team captain, Andrew, first of all? Would you like to decide who you would like to joust for? That's it, wave, wave, wave.
Now, is it alright, Keith? It looks like we already have one for England, but you can announce Australia's if you have one.
Splendid.
Okay.
Yeah, Max. Andrew is riding for Max.
Lovely. Who is Mike Collin riding for? Oliver! Mike Collin is riding on behalf of Oliver!
Cliff, who would you like to ride for you? Cliff is riding for Aria. Finally, Renee.
Okay, Valentin has bestowed his favour. His favour has gone to Miles, so Valentin will be riding for Miles. Throw your hands together so Emma can choose who her favour goes for.
Primrose. Renee is jousting for Primrose.
Very nicely done. So Emma is now choosing where her favour is going to go, and this will be the last favour to be handed out this morning. Oh, it is a tough one. Got Mike, our squire, now just handing over the favour, and I will get a name.
Moments ago, you can see that some of our jousters are getting ready. The ones that aren't already in their helmets are being put into their helmets.
Nico. There we go. So, we have Emma riding on Nico!
Now, as knights and squires make the final adjustments to their armour and saddlery, our Knight Marshal, Mr. Andrew Dean, will explain what the knights are aiming at, what the scorers are looking out for, and how the scoring for the joust works.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. That's a good start, isn't it? That's why I'm old, that's why they stuck me in the middle. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Royal Armouries. Right, for those who... Yeah, thank you, a little cheer for the old man. Right. And a cheer, actually, for my little horse. This is Ruster. So he's the youngest and I'm the oldest, and my job today is to look at the scoring. And there are 4 things I'm going to be looking for from a marshal when I am scoring. First of all is the hit. Then the second thing is, where did it hit? Thirdly, it is the breakage. How much of that lance did they smash? And then lastly, but just as importantly, horsemanship. I want to make sure that it's fair. I want to make sure that both teams make themselves available to be smashed. And what I mean by that is that the shield is square. You're not trying to slip that lance off you. And then what I'll do is I will look to my scorers. And we have 2 scorers vital to this show. At the top end, where I'm pointing, we have Mike. Big wave, Mike. And the bottom end, also in green, we have David. Now, their only job is to stand on those blocks, and they're going to watch their jouster, their lance, and the very tip of that lance, the coronel. And where that coronel bites is where they are going to give the score. Now, there's 3 types, really. The first way that they will indicate is what type of hit it is. For example, if it is a good hit, they will do this. Hand straight up. If it is a foul or illegal hit, they will put their hand out to the side. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone, that is a bad thing. But worse than that is when they bring their hands down in front of them, for that is a miss. And if you come from the other side of the planet and you miss, it's going to be a long day. So, those are the 3 options. Now, where did they hit? Where did they hit is very simple. After they've said that it's a good hit, they will then give 3 options. Option 1 is that they were bringing their hand over their heart, and that will mean 3 points, for they have hit on the Taj, the shield. However, if they bring it down to their belly button, it is a hit to the body, 2 points will be awarded. If they hit an extremity like an arm, or indeed their head. The head's not important to jousters, really. They will get 1 point. Extra points will be given because of breakage. And I have the baton of power. Basically, I will measure up the breakage to the end. Now, I've got my friend here, very quickly. Hold it up for everyone to see, thank you.
We're at the Royal Armouries in Leeds, England right now.
Big stick. The lance is in 3 parts. You've got the main shaft, which is made of ash, it weighs about 7 pounds. Then you've got, come a little bit closer to the dog, then you've got a metal ferrule. That metal ferrule is very solid.
Thanks for stopping in, by the way. I hope you're doing well.
I learned that word today. Piece of balsa, and on the end you've got the coronel. What I want from a good hit is for this balsa to disappear into dust. And then I want the lance to keep coming through and you get smashed in the Taj by the metal ferrule. That will make me very happy. So, that is the story. That is what I'm looking for. You'll hear me with a bit of French saying, laissez aller! And that means, let's get this party on. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for your time.
All right, everybody, now time for the contest to begin. And our first pass is going to be from Mike Coyne, captain of the English team, against Andrew McKinnon of the Australian team.
Now remember that this is part of the competition, so the knights are jousting individually with a champion's collar and as teams the Smashers trophy.
Now while everyone's getting ready, there'll be a couple of little facts. First tournaments that were recorded in England took place following the Norman invasion of 1066. But these events were more like mock battles. They were fought across miles of open countryside with little.
All right, so now they're doing a practice run.
Protocols. So first of all, what our riders are doing, because particularly for our Australian team, they're unfamiliar with the horses, they're riding them for the first time, is for the first 3 passes, we'll just do a practice run beforehand, just so the riders are happy with the horses, with the tack, with the way that they feel in the saddle. Anyway, in 1194, Richard of England set up a licensing system that limited tournament activity to specific areas around the country. But before long, these areas were being fenced off and became known as the lists. And that's a construction model that has endured for the remainder of the tournament's existence and indeed is shown off by our tournament today. Sorry, lady of the day, I did interrupt you there.
No worries, I won't hold it against you. I was just going to say that Mike Collins will be riding against Andrew McKinnon. So both of our captains riding against each other today. So Andrew McKinnon towards the State End for Australia and Mike Collins the Lockkeeper's End for England. Thank you.
Just takes another little bit of time just for the jousters to get into the right position. The important thing is both of them have to be ready. So what will happen now is when both riders are ready, they'll come up to the mounting block, they'll receive their lance, they'll give each other a signal by raising the arm of the lance. Hopefully, the other jouster will reply with that raised arm and the pass can begin.
Gentlemen, take your lances. Bring yourselves forward, please. Signal. Laissez-aller!
The first joust has begun.
Wow, the Coronel went flying through the air towards me.
God, that was a big one. Way to start things off.
So I'm going to go over to Mike from the Lockkeeper's End for Mike Broadley, or Mike Collins. Can you tell me, please, what the score was for Mike Collins? Good strike to the Taj, 3 points for Mike Collins. Lovely. Now, Keith, can you ask David what Andrew got?
David, what did Andrew get?
Strike! Touch!
Strike to the target.
3 points there for Andrew McKinnon for Australia. Now, we're going to move to our Mike Marshall to tell us about breakage and other bits and pieces.
Thank you, India. So, very simple. Australia just missed out on the breakage, but an extra point by Colin for breakage. And also, 1 horsemanship point for each, as they were both very good.
Excellent. There we go. So in total for Mike Collin, he has the full 5 points for England. And with that extra 1 point horsemanship, Andrew McKinnon now has 4 points. Lovely. Yeah, do cheer.
So we're off to a very good start. Tremendous hit, and you can understand now why we say to you at the beginning, this is a real contest. There's nothing fake about this. They're out to hit each other on target and as hard as they can.
Second knights, can you do your practice run, please? Bring yourselves to the mounted blocks.
So
let's get the second pass ready.
Emma
Practice
Purd
run.
from the Lockkeeper's End for England. Emma. From the State End, we have Cliff Charisma. Oh, it looks like you might have her name. Cliff.
We'll go with Cliff, please.
Thank you. Cliff Charisma from Australia. And the State End.
Just a practice run, this one, remember.
Perfect.
Thank you very much, knights. We can return to your end, get a lance, let's get this party.
Jousters were passionate about their sport as befitted members of a warrior aristocracy. Edward Woodstock, known as the Black Prince, received his first armour when he was only 7 years old. His love of jousting stayed with him all his life, and he would lavish gifts of armour on his friends and lend his armour to others so they could take part.
Now, as you notice our knights coming past, you'll probably see they might gesture you to cheer, organising them ready for this competition.
Okay, get your lances, please, knights. Ready yourselves for the second pass.
Get him, Cliff.
Cliff is ready. Emma is ready. Signal, please. Laissez-aller! Here we go. Ooh, nice.
Good hit.
Very good hit, yeah.
Excellent. So I'm going to go over to Mike for England to find out what the score was for Emma. Mike! Good strike to the Taj for Emma, 3 points.
done, well done.
England, Emma, 3 points. Now, Pete, could you find out the name?
Strike! Turn!
Strike to the turn!
Strike to the target for Brisbane, 3 points for Glenn in Australia.
Thank you very much. So, we move to breakage. They're already at 3 points each. This time, it's the other way round. Unfortunately, no breakage for Emma, just missing out. But our friend Cliff from Australia gets breakage, so he gets an extra point. And both get horsemanship.
Wow,
So
very
5-4.
generous from our night marshal. So Emma Kern has 4 points in total for England, and Cliff Marisma has 5 for Australia.
Well done, well done.
Well done, Benny.
Renee, we have Renee from Australia now doing her pass, as well as Val doing his pass for England. Renee in her very impressive helmet there. Very large helmet that she needs to be bolted into, hence why we didn't see her face when she first came in.
So we call this a tilt yard, and the barrier down the centre is the tilt barrier. It's a bit of an odd word, but we think it comes from the French toile, being a piece of cloth. So essentially it's the 12 yard.
Oh, lovely piece of chivalry there from our 2 knights shaking hands as they pass.
That is the thing about these contests, they're trying to smack each other as hard as they can, but they're trying to do it with a lot of genuine chivalry and affection for each other.
So, thank you.
One of these days, I'm going to joust here. That's my bucket list.
Ready with the lance? Already. So swing yourself in. Let's get this final pass of the first round ready. Signal when ready, Val. Signal when ready. Ready, and listen.
Ooh, nice. Nice hit.
Wow, wonderful way to finish the first round.
I don't think I'll ever get tired of that splintering, so let's go to Mike first, Cocky Present, and find out how Val did. Good strike to the Taj, 3 points. England doing very well today. Now, Pete, what's your
David,
back?
what have we got?
Strike! Turn!
Strike to the turn!
Guys, this is expertly done this morning. 3 points for Renee for Australia.
So now it moves on to breakage. They've both got 1 breakage each in the first and second round. In the third round, Valentin and Renee both get breakage. A point each.
Nice.
And both of them were wonderful on the horses. I'm a happy marshal. 4 points.
Wow, that means that Renee and Val both get the full 5 points for that pass.
Now it's going to become fun. We're just going to get pass after pass after pass. Round 2, please.
So we'll have Emma from the Lockkeeper's End, if you please, against Andrew McKinnon from Australia at the stable end.
Yourselves ready? Super. Andrew's positioned himself, Emma's positioned themselves. They have lances. Signal. Then sail
Again, the Coronel came flying towards me. Maybe I should read myself. That was lovely. Let's go to the scorers. Mike, what did Emma do? Good strike to the Taj. 3 points for Emma.
David.
Strike! Turn!
Strike turn!
Strike to the Taj. 3 points for Andrew McKinnon. Over to Mike Marshall.
So, breakage. Although Australia was close, neither received breakage on that pass.
Oh, bummer.
But they both received third.
Excellent.
Well done to the horses.
4 points then in total for Emma on this pass, and 4 points in total for Andrew on this particular pass.
Just out of interest for you all, jousts like this, when no one was supposed to get hurt, were called applaisance. There was another track called outrance, and that meant you were going at each other with sharps, and injuries were expected to occur. But we always keep it to
Thank
applaisance.
you, Keith. Right, let's get the second run ready. Who is it?
It's Val from the Lockkeepers End for the UK, and then from the Stable End for Australia, we have Cliff.
On the answer. Both are moving to position 2. Let's go!
Do feel free to join in with the laissez-aller, as the Night Marshal says it. Now I'm going to move over to Mike. How did Val do on that pass? Good strike to Taj. 3 points for Val for England.
Right, Taj!
Strike to the dog.
Wow, this is going to be a tight competition. 3 points for
Nice.
for Australia.
Wonderful. Now there is a reason it's called the Smashes, and that is because both of them smashed their lances, so breakage each and horsemanship each. Thanks.
That means that Val has 5 points in terms of that pass, and so does Cliff. Neck and neck on that particular pass. Now we have next Mike Collin from the Lockkeepers End for England and Stable End Renee Marisma for Australia.
Ready? Mike is moving into position. Moving his signal. Ready? Listen!
Shield's coming off. My shield's in bad position.
Pass from both our riders. Mike, how did Mike do? Good strike to the Taj. 3 points for Mike Collin for England.
How did Australia do?
Right, Taj!
Strike dog.
Renee hits the Taj. 3 points for Renee for Australia on that particular pass.
So, now the breakage. And England and Australia, famous for their sport, keep the standard high, both get breakage, both smashed it, and both get horsemanship. So, 1 point for breakage, 1 point for horsemanship.
Mike got 5 points in total for that pass, and Renee got 5 points in total for that pass. Now we are moving on, I think, again to another pass, I believe. Is that correct? Night Marshal. Yes? So, who do we have to ride? I think we'll have Emma again from the Lockkeepers End, if you please. And then Stable End, we'll have Andrew again, please.
Has Emma and Andrew run against each other? Or
They
not?
have already, but I can swap it up. I apologize, that was my fault. So let's do
I need somebody who has.
Val against Andrew, please.
Huh?
Apologies, that was me misreading it.
It's all right. We're having fun in the sun. Val has his lance, Andrew has his lance. Let's say
There we go. That was nice.
Wow! The power behind that hit. Coming in there strong. So, how did Val do, Mike? Good strike to the Taj. 3 points against Andrew. How did Andrew do for Australia?
No strike!
Oh no.
No strike.
No strike for Andrew McKinnon. Never mind. Off to our Night Marshal.
So,
That was a surprise.
see the England team are very happy with themselves because he smashed it, and therefore breakage to England, horsemanship for both.
Okay, so no breakage for horsemanship, meaning 1 point for Andrew on that pass, and the full 5, no horsemanship. Other way round. Okay, so no breakage for Val and 1 point for horsemanship, is that correct?
Oh, sorry. Okay. So, England got the breakage.
Yes.
They both got the horsemanship.
Excellent. So Andrew only got 1 point for horsemanship on that run. Never mind, but Val has the full 5 points. Next we will
Fix
have
it later.
Mike Collins
Fix it
from
later.
Lockkeepers End against Cliff Marisma.
also about to hit you at about 50 miles an hour. Mike appears to be ready. Move yourself into position, please. Thank you, Mike. Everyone at signal. Laissez-aller!
I had to mention to Rodney that shield's out of place.
Good strike to the dodge. 3 points for Mike of England. Moving over to Cliff Marisma for Australia.
No strike.
No strike was called again.
No strike. Never mind. Over to our ninth marshal.
As Mike gets the breakage, 1 point, and again both of them will break their horsemanship. No one comes in horsemanship, 1 horsemanship point each.
Wow, 5 points in total for Mike for England, and 1 point in total for Cliff Marisma in Australia. Now, our last run of the day will be Emma from the Lock Keepers End against Renee Marisma for Australia at the stable end.
Here we are, Emma, Renee, she is the best jousters in the world, and they're just about to show you why. Both are ready.
There we go. There we go. Nice hit.
Straight over to our scorer, Mike. How did Emma do? Good strike to the dodge. 3 points.
Australian.
Strike. Turn.
Straight to the top.
3 points for Australia. Now over to our night marshal.
Thank you very much. While they both get 1 point each for being wonderful horsemen, unfortunately neither get breakage.
So 4 points in total for that pass. This is a great break.
Trying to ask the knights to unhelp themselves, put themselves in the middle, ready for the results, please.
Okay.
Except for Renee's. There's no way Renee's is coming off.
Total points today.
So we're going to be judging the winner of the skill at arms, the individual winner of the heat, and the team winner of the heat. I think it's hard to imagine really why this was such an attractive sport for knights in the Middle Ages, is it? You get a chance to show off, you get a chance to show your military prowess. It's really everybody's dream, like a Formula One racing driver today.
Okay, so just gonna confer the points here. Lovely. Okay, I am very pleased to announce that today England have scored a total of 42 points, pushing them into the lead against Australia with 32. Now our winner for the individuals, we have a draw currently. On the English team, it is Michael and Valentine, both on 15. For the winner of the individuals, and then from the winner of this morning's skill at arms was Jonathan Brown, our knight on horseback there.
I'm going to try to get it off of her.
What was that? I didn't say Joseph, I said Jonathan. Or Jonathan, yes. Right, that concludes this heat, but don't forget to pop inside now the tournament gallery, which features real, in some cases royal, tournament arms and armour from the 15th and 16th century. But also this year, to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the Royal Armouries Jousting in Leeds, our full tilt exhibition is open.
Now can we please have a big hand to all the people who've made today's
Oh, they
event
did it.
happen,
Oh,
who
nice.
helping to look after during the show. And if you would like to support the armies as a volunteer, become a member or in any other way help us, do please on our staff for the evening.
Right, nice
horses, please stay in your seats for a moment. For those who don't wish to meet the knights and the horses, for them to leave. But if you do want to come up to the arena fence and say hello, but please stay on your side of the fence. Don't be tempted to feed the horses or indeed the ground crew. Otherwise, thank you for joining us here at the Royal Armouries. Above all, enjoy the rest of your day. We will see you very soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
No, here comes the English team. Shall we go say hi to the Australian team real quick? Before we sign off, I think we shall.
How do they look?
You look good. You look really good.
Awesome.
Yeah, there's some really good. You had some really good hits out there. Was it just me though? I think Mike's shield shifted.
Yeah.
Made it harder to hit.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. So it happens. It happens. Hi. Pardon me, mate.
I'll let someone else get in there. Guys,
I'm ready.
That's sweet.
hey, Steele.
Nice job, mate.
I love your dress.
All right, I'll come back up to the top and sign off real quick because they're doing their autographs and stuff. So, oi, 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 oi. There we go. Oh, hit that wrong. There we go. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and sign off for now. We'll be back in a couple of hours for the next round. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the Discord or whatever, and we'll talk to you guys in a few hours.